To discuss the reasons why so many children in India still remain out of school, suggest ways through which this situation can be reversed. So answer is, even 16 years after the 86th constitutional amendment incorporating right to education as a fundamental right, Article 21A, and 9 years after the RT Act, a large number of children out of school, around 4 crore, is a matter of great concern. After even 16 years after the 86th constitutional amendments incorporating right to education as a fundamental right, Article 21A, and 9 years after the T Act, the large number of children out of schools, around 4 crore, is a matter of great concern. Reasons for being out of school: for poor socio-economic condition of family forces the children to be helping hand in family income, distance of schools. So RT mandate the primary school within 1 kilometer and upper primary school within 3 kilometers has barely been achieved, just keeping children, particularly girls and physically disabled ones, out of the school. Out of school infrastructure: lack of student-friendly infrastructure like drinking water facilities and total toilet facilities deter students, particularly girls, to attend school. Lack of awareness on benefits of primary education seldom encourages parents and students to pursue it, and patriarchal society and cultural stereotype keeps girls away from education. Adverse consequences: impedes the development of human resources and thus prevents from reaping demographic dividend. So educated and skilled workforce means healthier economic growth and development. By creating awareness, education helps fighting social evils like dowry systems, untouchability, greater discrimination, and leads to a civilized society. Education prevents radicalization and extremism, this thus improving national security. Steps to improve school enrollment: economic assistance to poor children and their family, conditions, cash transfer schemes like my Kanyasri Prakalpa to West Bengal government, and the other scheme Beti Bachao Beti Padhao can go a long way in ensuring schools girls education, thus bringing bridging gender gap. So and providing bicycle or transportation facilities for students. Finally, creating awareness of benefits of primary education through involvement of PRI institution can go a long way in discouraging school dropouts, encouraging primary school. So according to the census 2011 census, the number of out of school children in the 5 to 17 years age was 8.4 crore. And however, according to the survey commissioned by 2014 by the Health Minister of Health and Resource Development, the number of out of school children is of the 6 to 13 years age group are only 60 to 64 lakhs. Reasons for students remainder out of school: poverty, major problem in rural as well as tribal areas. Poverty issue that can not survive their day-to-day life. Uneducated parents: for most of the students remain out of schools whose parents are uneducated and lack of knowledge. Most of the girls remain home because of work at home, and they cannot take further study. Lack of infrastructure facility in another important problem. Need to enhance awareness and importance of education need to make, because society today's children are our future of the country. Need to develop the infrastructure facility. Adequate number of schooling need to develop, and despite the completion of 10 years completion implementing the RTE Act and school and out of school is biggest concern, since government need to develop adequate infrastructure facility. Steps have to be taken to remove the poverty and from rural area, and need to remove the casteism from the society. So you can see all the things: lack of resources and lack of infrastructure, lack of gender disparity, lack of awareness, and way forward to identify the school children and start vocational careers courses, set up hostels, home studies, provide incentives. So you can see all the things. Okay, so thank you.